Welcome to Gregor Mortis's Little World of Horror. And I apologize, it has been a while since I've done a new Blu-ray DVD update or really any video on the subscription. And if you've been listening to Land of the Creeps, I explained why I was, one reason is I've just recently moved. So I've got a new background, new place, and I also had a few health issues. And so I do apologize, but I am back. And hopefully be having some regular updates and whatnot. I did mention in one of my last videos that I would be doing a collections update where I'm going to show you some of my horror collection. You can see some of it in the background if you can look over to over on this side where my finger's at. Right here, if you can see, is a little coffin. Let me get my hand there, right here. That is actually a little coffin box that I'd bought at a convention. I think it's Horror Hound or something like that, but it's actually a burned image of Michael Myers in wood. So with that, that's one of my collection pieces. Plus right above it, right here, if you can see my finger, is one of the Trick or Treat studio release Halloween 2 Dick Warlock masks. That's the blood variant. And then if I turn over here, I've also right here I've got the clean version of it. So that's just a few things, plus my 6-foot zombie over here with a head of the bride and some different things. But I will be doing the update probably the next day or so. I'll show you some of my figures. Basically what I'm going to do is probably just take my camera and pan it around and let you look at it. It'll be a short video, but give you a little something to look at. But this update, I'm actually going to do a Blu-ray DVD update. It's October 10th as I'm recording this. And I've got a few items that I want to show you that I've purchased in the last several weeks. So I thought I'd go ahead and bring some of them to you. The first one up, I bought this at my movie stop in Wilmington here in North Carolina. And it is John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness, 1987 I believe it was, or 89, let me see. Briefly, 1987. But this is a Scream Factory release. And I've had this one actually at the store for a while. I had it pre-ordered, but I just recently picked it up. But look at the cover art. It's collector's edition. And I hope you can see that cover art as well as it looks. Even got the Alice Cooper picture. But I think the cover art on this one is freaking phenomenal. And on top of that is the fact that the Blu-ray transfer is amazing. And the audio is really good. And the bonus features on this thing is out of this world. And I know you can't see it on the back, but it does have quite a few special features. With that, you got John Carpenter's Satanic Classic. You get an interview with John Carpenter. And I love the John Carpenter interview and the fact that what he does is he talks about where the inspiration for the film came from. And what he was doing when he was creating this masterpiece of a movie that is kind of unknown to some of the fans, and luckily now is starting to come to light and fruition that fans are starting to see what this movie is really about. And it is evil. It has awakened is on the back of this. But the bonus features, you got audio commentary with director John Carpenter. But the interviews with John Carpenter, and then there's another interview with Alice Cooper, and there's also an interview with one of the actors in it, and then you also got an interview with Alan Haworth, who done the audio soundtrack score along with John Carpenter. And he's actually worked with John Carpenter on quite a few of his films. So Alan and John are on the same wavelength. Basically, John comes in and he's already got what he wants done for the audio. Alan comes in and kind of fine-tunes it for him. So this film is phenomenal. If you've not seen Prince of Darkness, please, please watch this film. It's creepy as hell. It's basically about this demon that's inside this green vat. It's a green vat of this goo, liquid, water, whatever you want to call it. And this priest, the Catholic Church, has been keeping this thing a secret for thousands of years. And it isn't until recently that things are starting to pick up. And a lot of weird things are going on with the sky and with the moon and the stars and just all kinds of stuff. and basically a professor and some of his students are out to try to investigate and discover what this green goo is and what's going on with the world. It's changing, and that's what Prince of Darkness is about. And it's a really great film, but I'm telling you, the features on this thing are phenomenal. And I got to give it up. I know Red Shirt Productions, which is Michael Flesham, he does such a great job with Screen Factory with interviews, but I want to give props to my boy Justin Beam, who's been on Land of the Creeps several times, and Attack of the Killer podcast is his main podcast, and he was in Sharknado. Justin's my boy. Peace out to you, brother. We love you, man. And Justin's the one that headed up these interviews with John Carpenter and Alice Cooper, and I want to thank him for that. And he don't get enough praise for what he's done with Screen Factory and with, you know, a lot of these interviews. But there's your props, Justin. But it is 1987's Prince of Darkness. This has just released within the last few weeks. If you don't own it, please get this film. Comment below if you've seen it, and let me know what you thought about it. And if you haven't seen it, please get it. You know, thumbs up, like this thing, and get this movie. I'm telling you, it's out of this world. Screen Factory, you know, done a great job. It's a slip cover case, gorgeous packaging, probably one of the best cover arts of any film release I've seen in years, man. I'm telling you, with Donald Pleasence right here on the dead center. Just awesome artwork, and I love it. And the Blu-ray transfer is gorgeous. I'm so thankful that this movie finally got to see the light of Blu-ray release, and I was not disappointed. I love it. So get your hands on that. The next one is a Blu-ray that I was anticipating from the moment I found out it was coming out, and it's the Halloween H35 Anniversary Edition. In the United States, we got what they call a digibook version. You can see how thin it is. It's actually, you know, open up kind of deal. You open up to the title page, and it's got the original cover art of Halloween 1978, John Carpenter. And it's got the pumpkin knives, which I do have tattooed on my arm. Well, look, wrong arm. But you see, if you see it real good, that's my John Carpenter's Halloween pumpkin art along with my Michael Myers on the other side. But anyways, I wasn't excited about the digibook, but now that I've got it, I kind of really dig it. I've got one filed. I'll show you here in a second about it. But as you look through it, there's a booklet, and I really love the booklet in that it's got all these pictures in here, like this one right here of John Carpenter and Michael Myers. And there's also, you know, stuff that they put on the side, you know, different things about the movie during the making, and you know, just all kinds of little hidden gems. But all through this booklet, what I love is that it's not picture caption screened from the movie. It's behind the scenes photos, like this one of Jamie Lee Curtis, where she's getting right here, where she's getting makeup put on, where she had her cut in her arm from the closet. And then you got over here with Dr. Loomis and the crazy guy from Smith Grove, you know, and they were having the argument right after that about the car and how did Michael Myers learn how to drive. Or, you know, you start here, you got this beautiful, gorgeous picture right here of Jamie Lee and John Carpenter together on a set, and just multiple pictures. This one I really love as well. You got John Carpenter, and this is a scene where P.J. Souls right here and Bob are in bed, and they're fixing to have that one of the quickest sex scenes in cinema history of Halloween, you know. And then you got, you know, John Carpenter sitting there trying to direct them, you know, on their scene. And love that scene, by the way. And just multiple pages of great artwork, great stories. This one I really love too as well, this picture of John Carpenter and Deborah Hill. Love Deborah Hill, wish I could have met her. So much praise went to John Carpenter for the film, rightfully so, but I'm telling you, Deborah Hill was just as much a intricate part of Halloween as John Carpenter was. And miss Deborah Hill, and she will be missed by the horror community from, you know, from now until the end of time, that she was so intricate in the movie. Now, what I'm going to show you is the fault I have in this. If you look, this is the actual Blu-ray, and it's in a slip thing here, and it just comes in and out. Well, this is my negative on this box set, is, you know, how the disc is not really You know, it just slides up and down. What I have a problem with this is the fact that I worry. I know Blu-rays don't scratch as easy as a DVD, but what I'm worried about is that one day, you know, this Blu-ray is going to be scratched, and then I'm going to be pissed because it ain't going to play right. I didn't get why they did that. And then, of course, you got the back. Now, fans, I've been asked in Facebook and Twitter and on emails, you know, Greg Mortis, is this movie, it's been released, you know, multiple times, a couple times on Blu-ray, is it worth the purchase? Let me say, yes, absolutely. The transfer is beautiful. The sound is awesome. The bonus features is what makes this a must-own, is the fact that not only do we have, you know, a new commentary track with John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis herself, you know, for the whole movie, which is really good. But there's also The Night She Came Home, which was a documentary of Jamie Lee Curtis's sister Karen, who followed Jamie Lee Curtis around last year at a Horror Hound convention, and basically it's showing her trip to the convention scene and then what happens during the convention and behind the scenes, and it's just an awesome documentary. You get to see Jamie Lee Curtis, you know, without cameras necessarily rolling, you know, even though they're not. It's her sister. So you get to see more of a candid Jamie Lee Curtis, and I love that. How that she does appreciate and love the horror community, even though, you know, she has kind of shunned away from it for so many years. But she really does respect the community, and you see that during this documentary. And also you got On Location, 25 Years Later featurette. That's a rehash of something they had on a previous release, so there's nothing new on that. But you got the set visits and different things. So this Blu-ray set is, yes, a must-own, especially for all Halloween avid watchers. But is it something you need to rush out and get? If you're a true collector of horror and Halloween, yes. But if you just want the movie, you know, just watch for the transfer, you can hold off until the price drops a little bit. I think you'll be fine with that. But either way, it's worth the purchase. It's beautiful. I am upset that the UK actually got the steelbook. I would have rather had a steelbook version of this, but you know, I'll buy that on the side just to have it and in my collection. But it's the Halloween H35. It is a digibook, and I enjoyed it. I'm really excited with it. Glad I own it. So with that, let's move on. Next purchase was a movie that I absolutely love, and this is Jeepers Creepers. And this is on Blu-ray. Picked this up at Best Buy for $7.50, fans. So you got to get it. It's cheap. It's an MGM release, and this is one reason why I have not rushed out to get this one. Was I was holding off hoping Scream Factory would get it. I'd love to have a slip cover. I'd love to have maybe different artwork. Comment below and let me know what you think about the artwork. I mean, it does have the Jeepers Creepers, so it is kind of cool with that scene. But, you know, I would have liked to seen a little better cover art on this. But at the same time, it is Jeepers Creepers, and it's one of my favorite horror films of all time. So, you know, for $7.50, fans, you can't go wrong with it. And it does have some pretty cool bonus features that I've got to listen. It's got an audio commentary with Victor Salva, who's the director of both Jeepers Creepers. And you got Behind the Peepers, the making of Jeepers Creepers. You also got deleted and extended scenes, a photo gallery, and last look. So with that, get Jeepers Creepers. If you've never seen it, you need to watch it. It's a really, I think, great horror flick. I love it, and I love the Creeper, played by Jonathan Breck. Jonathan Breck is such a great guy to meet in person. So, you know, get your hands on Jeepers Creepers. I think you'll really enjoy it. So our next Blu-ray purchase, this one is actually a 3D Blu-ray, even though I don't own a 3D TV or a Blu-ray player that's 3D. But I picked this up because I went to my movie stop recently and traded in some old wrestling videos that I don't watch or need anymore. So store credit, I ended up getting this one for free. I know I've actually not seen this one yet, but this is the newest Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm not a huge fan of the last one that just came out. I haven't seen this one, so I don't know. This one is a slipcover case. I think the cover is really awesome with the 3D artwork. It's kind of a hologramic kind of deal where the saw looks like it comes at you. But it's one of those deals. The 1974 Tobe Hooper, Chainsaw Massacre can't be touched. It's such a classic. Gunnar Hansen as Leatherface himself, and Edward O'Neill as the hitchhiker. It's such a great film. I didn't dislike the remake that was done with Jessica Biel. I thought that was a really good film, not as good as the original, but I still think it's creepy and a really good take of the film. So I'm curious about this one. This one does come also with the ultraviolet copy. It comes with a standard and 3D version, and it also comes with a digital copy. So you got a lot of cool stuff on this one. Yeah, it may be good, may not be good, but it didn't cost me a dime because of trade-in, so I'm not going to argue with it. I will be checking this out soon. Let me know below in the comments section if you've watched it, what you thought of it. But I mean, for free, for me, it's a no-brainer. And even with my Sheriff Hoyt, re-elect Hoyt for sheriff, this was on the remake, of course, of the Chainsaw Massacre, and I loved Sheriff Hoyt's character here, and I absolutely loved it. And this shirt right here, by the way, you can pick these up. Little plug for my buddy Don, but tshirtbordello.com makes all these cool shirts, so I do love this shirt, but get your hands on that one as well. But anyways, moving on to our next Blu-ray, and this one's the 1985 George A. Romero classic Day of the Dead that just released. This is also a Screen Factory release. See if I can get you a good close-up of the artwork. It is a slipcover case as well. Now, I will say about this one, the Blu-ray transfer is really good. The audio is really good. It does have the new high definition transfer, which was good. It's got a new documentary, World's End, the legacy of Day of the Dead. You got audio commentary with George A. Romero and also Tom Savini and some other people, but you got some behind the scenes from Special Makeup Effects, Tom Savini archives, photo gallery, TV spots, and more. If there's one negative I have about this Blu-ray release is the cover art. I don't really like this cover art. I don't know what it is about it. It's cool enough. I wish I could get that glare out, but if you can really see it real close, let me let it focus in. If anything, it's the Bub character that I'm not digging. I don't like the way they did Bub. Dr. Tongue looks okay, the creepy scientist and the zombies, all that. It's okay, but to me, I want to show you this, and I know a lot of you fans of the Day of the Dead, if you're a fan of George Romero, has this DVD copy. But this was a DVD release they had several years ago. This, to me, is a way better cover art. This one, to me, of course, Bub looks like Bub, and he's such an intricate part of this movie, such an important character that I don't know why you would cartoon affect him. I mean, this one looks good, and what I like about it also is that you open it up and you got the scientist, you got Dr. Tongue, and all kinds of different things, and then you open it up and you got the 2-disc set and you got the Day of the Dead booklet here. I mean, to me, this cover art is way cooler than the cover art that's on this one. So typically, Screen Factory knocks it out with these cover arts that they get, contracted out. I didn't care for this one as much, but as far as the Blu-ray itself, gorgeous. It's a must-own. Go ahead and get your hands on it. You can't go wrong with it. And now I've got a couple more DVDs to show you. This one right here I picked up. It's that time of year. It's October. Halloween is coming around the corner, so all your department stores like Kmart, Walmart, different places that you shop are doing their Halloween sections, and I picked this one up. It's called American Horror Stories, and it's got these 12, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, actually 14. Yeah, it looks like, or it says 12, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, yeah, 12. Greg and Mortis counting in front of you. This one right here has 12 movies. These are all from the 70s and 80s. They're low-budget, independent horror flicks. And I got this for one movie, and it's a 1979, and I've seen this years ago, but it's called The Driller Killer, starring Abel Ferrara, Carolyn Mars, and Baby Day. I bought this whole set just for that one movie. It's not a great movie. It's a cheesy ass flick, but it's called Driller Killer, and I've wanted it on DVD forever. So I bought this whole set just for that. But you also get Don't Answer the Phone. You get Nightmare Castle, Silent Night, Bloody Night, Point of Terror, House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price, which is such a classic. Bloody Pit of Horror, A Bucket of Blood, which is an awesome movie. Horror Express with Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, and also Tully Savalas, a.k.a. Kojak, which is an awesome flick too, by the way. Don't Look in the Basement, The Little Shop of Horrors, and Drive-In Massacre. So, get to your Kmart and check this one out. It's 12 horror movies, in one DVD here. Open it up. The only thing is they're all on one disc, so the quality is not there, but it's okay. I'm not going to sit there and go, oh my God, what am I doing? And I take it back. I said it's all on one, but check this out, fans. It's actually 3 discs. Woohoo! Woo! So that's weird that they done 3 discs on top of each other. I don't like that. But anyways, it is American Horror Stories collection, 12 horror movies on one, in one box thing here. Got it for Driller Killer once again. So I'm 16 haunting horror of hours. So, is what it is. I'll enjoy it. I know I'll like it. The last item I'm going to show you is another. I'm a huge fan of the HBO series back in the good old days of Tales from the Crip. And I just picked up this one at Walmart. This is the complete 3rd season. And the reason I got this is I've already got season 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7. And I have not been able to find 3 and 4 in stores anywhere. But Walmart has these, at least 3 of these right now on sale for $9.96. Can't beat that, fans. $10 for a whole season. And you're getting the Tales from the Crip, which every episode seemed to deliver. Such 30 to 40 minute shows. Season 1 was a greater box set in the fact that the way Season 1 of Tales from the Crip set is you opened it up and it had multiple layers. It kind of unfolded and you had a disc here, disc here, disc here. Now these after number 1, I don't know why, but they went to the individual cases here like this and like this, and you got disc 2 and disc 1 that have multiple episodes on it. So with that, I'm okay with it. It's like a 4-disc set. I would have rather had it all in like the unfolded, but that's just a nitpick. I can't wait to get into them, so I'm waiting on season 4, fans. I cannot find it in stores, so one of you watching, one of our subscribers or new listener, wants to donate season 4 Tales from the Crip to Greg and Mortis, message me, buddy. I'll take it from you, without a doubt. But once again, this is my October 10th Blu-ray DVD update. And please, down below right here where this is at, leave us a comment, let us know what you think of the Blu-ray DVD update. If there's anything you'd like us to cover or do in future episodes, let us know. Be sure to hit that thumbs up and like us and share the video everywhere in the world via Facebook, Twitter, friends, neighbors, enemies, whatever. And let's help keep horror alive. So once again, this is the October 10th Blu-ray DVD. I'm Greg and Mortis, and this has been my little world of horror.